What's up, everybody? Beelzebub Gamer here, and I'm playing Tithis, the Mage of Erudite. And I'm here with a couple friends. Go ahead and introduce yourself, guys.
I am Bushido. I am playing Adelard, the uppity paladin, and you don't deserve to view my visage.
And of course, I am playing my Sir Blast-A-Lot. He's a wizard, level, what is he, level 3? And of course, I am AC Gamer, guys.
And guys, this is a special video that we're posting. Probably going to be posting as soon as possible. I'm going to put mine up tomorrow night. And we're basically just doing this video because of a comment that AC Gamer got on one of his videos on this series. And AC, if you want to tell us what the comment said, I'll tell us who said it.
Well, I mean, it was just a very touching story. I know there's plenty of YouTubers out there who would probably look at the comment and be like, oh, I get those all the time. For us, it means a great deal because it's one of the reasons why we do these videos. And basically, the comment was just from one of our viewers. And I don't even know if they want us to give out their names, but I guess because they put it on the message boards, they probably don't, mind it too much because it's there for anybody to see. But, yeah, they just wanted to let us know that they had actually played the game back in the day, and they eventually met their wife through the game, and after, 11 years of marriage, they've just gotten back into the game because of our videos. And I found that incredibly touching because, one, I think this game is highly enjoyable when shared with people that you care about and friends or family, whatever the case may be for your specific situation. But yeah, I greatly like the fact that there's people out there who are coming back to the game after all these years and sharing that wonderful time. Because as I said, they're having a blast after being back. The only thing I would say to you guys is make sure you play in moderation. This game can take over your life if you let it, which
yeah.
I'm sure you guys already know. But I always put that warning out there because it definitely did for me when I was younger. It just consumed so much of my life. But now that I'm back, I'm playing in moderation. And so are you, right? Get this. You've actually kind of limited how much you play a week, just so that doesn't happen again, right?
Yeah, I usually try and play like 2 or 3 times a week, and I was playing every day. For the first couple months I got on Project 1999, I was playing all the time. I was playing for hours a day, and it never even got close to burning out, guys. But I knew that if I kept up that pace, and eventually in a year or so, it would have gotten
in like 12 years, 14. Yeah,
12 years.
Yeah, it's not so much about the burning out thing. It's more like you forgetting to do everything else in your life when you play it because you play it for so long. That's usually what I'm trying to get across to some people that may not realize how addictive this game can be. It is so freaking addictive, guys. And the further in the levels you get, and the more groups and guilds you start going with and hunting in, and oh yeah, it pulls you in slowly but surely, and once it gets a hold of you, it's hard to let it go. So it just be kind of aware of that.
So
basically speaking, don't forget to take a shower.
Right? Yeah, come up occasionally for some food.
Yeah, we wanted to give a shout out to the guys who left the comment on AC Gamer's video because like AC said, guys, it really touches us. That's exactly why we're playing Project 1999, because we want to inspire other people to come play it, because it's, in my opinion, it's the best game ever. So it just makes us feel really good that you guys actually reached out to us and left that comment, because it's just awesome. But anyway, it's Alabs, Alabs, the Gnome Wizard, and you have Kerwin, Kerrowyn, the Erudite Cleric. So guys, we're happy to have you among the P99 family, and we're glad you decided to come check us out, man. Hit us up in game, guys. We'd love to group with you and hang out.
That's right. And I also want to give another shout out to Space Pope, who spoke to me last night when I was in game. He says he catches our videos a lot and he loves them.
Oh well,
More than
Space
welcome
Pope,
to come and join us.
Yeah, man, we love the fact that you love our videos. Thank you for reaching out, man. That's awesome. That's just we really appreciate that. I mean, that's why we're doing them, so you guys can so we can entertain you guys, and hopefully if there's anything you want to see, guys, anything you want us to see us do, any place you want to see us go, then just let us know, and we'll try and make that happen.
Cloth sandals?
Nah, not me.
Let me look real quick. Yeah, actually, I could use those.
All right.
But yeah,
Sir.
I thought that was really cool that we could get something like that from people. But again, we don't want to harp on it too much, or not harp on it, but I don't know what the right word would be to concentrate too much on it, because we do greatly enjoy this game as well. Just playing it,
Oh, yeah, man.
it's great to share it with you guys. I love the fact that these memories that we're making now can one day maybe go back and watch. I know you were actually saying one of the main reasons you started your channel is that you hope one day that your descendants or your family members and stuff like that could come on there and watch some of your older videos and be like, hey, this is what my bigger brother was like, or this is what my cousin or nephew was out.
Yeah, I hope my little brother's kids will be able to watch the videos that I'm making, and when I'm gone, my little brother will be able to show his children, hey, this is your uncle, man. This is how your uncle was. This is his personality. This is
the crazy
the games
guy
that he loved to play. Yeah, dude.
The crazy guy, man.
So in a way, YouTube's giving me a legacy, and I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it definitely is kind of unique. Now, I grew up with a lot of brothers, so I just love the fact that I can go back and I can watch footage, not just my own, but other players playing games, because it was highly enjoyable for me as a kid to actually just to watch my brothers play instead of playing myself. Now, there's times that I actually really, really wanted to play but couldn't because being one of the younger kids, you kind of just you have to wait your turn, and your turn usually never comes. So yeah, there was plenty of times where I would actually watch an entire game from start to finish and never get to play it. But nowadays, I find that highly enjoyable. So I do understand that aspect of wanting to sit down and relax after a hard day, and just be together and watch something that you're both interested in. So that's very cool.
Yeah. And this game is great, man. It's great solo, but to be able to play it with...
Well, you actually like it solo, right? Like you played a druid
10 times better, Oh yeah, my druid. I was kiting with him. I was kiting caimans, and Oasis the other night. I'm just getting really, I love Oasis. I really do. Don't get me wrong, guys, but I'm getting tired of being in Oasis all the time. So I'm probably gonna take my druid somewhere in the Karanas. Yeah.
I wonder how you felt when you watched all my unrest videos. I was in that zone for like 2 months, man.
I didn't, and I would have loved to have spent that much time in unrest myself, but I could never find a group.
Yeah,
I mean, 1 or 2 groups in there, and they never needed a cleric. So finally, I came back to Oasis with Sith Lord just so I could find a group.
Well, I mean, after that last double experience weekend, it pretty much killed every group that was in that zone. I know some people were like, no, they recovered, and I thought so as well, but it just never really recovered to the point that it was before that.
It really was different.
Yeah,
you're right.
Like night and day. And I have it on video. Like I have walking in there and seeing the entire zone camped from head to toe to the next, like 2 weeks later, nobody in there. Like just nobody. And then like a month later, only like 1 or 2 groups. So yeah, it hasn't recovered fully. And I don't know how long it will take for that to happen again. I really do hope that they never do another double experience weekend. In fact, I would be fine if they did the reverse of the double experience and do negative 50% experience a weekend or something like that to slow people down.
I wouldn't hold your breath on that one.
Hey, if enough people get the idea that slowing the game down and spending more time with people rather than just power leveling through levels, because that's not what it's all about. That's going to get old. That's going to, get you to max level, and then what? Rating. That's awesome, but then you can only do rating for so long.
You start a new character, dude.
Yeah, and then you start it all over again.
You super twink your characters after that.
Yeah, but that's...
ZK was saying that there's another double experience weekend coming up soon. That's what ZK was telling us.
I think I'll skip that one, guys. I may have to take a break for a weekend.
I'm with AC Gamer, though, guys. I appreciate the fact that the mods and the game masters and stuff, they want to do that for us. I appreciate that, but I'm with AC as far as I want to level slow. I want to hang out with my friends. I want to enjoy the game. I don't necessarily want to get to the raid content.
Well, the thing about it for me is simply that
Jesus,
in the old days, I remember most of all.
I'm killing them so fast.
Yeah, you're one-shotting them.
It's that weapon he is, man. But no, I mean, one of the most memorable things is showing up in a zone and seeing the same people that I saw yesterday and the day before and the day before,
yeah,
all talking
that way.
Well, and they're all talking in the zone. Like I may have never have grouped with any of them, but they're talking in the zone, and they see me talking in the zone. And the next time we get a group together, the very first time we get a group together, we're not complete strangers. And you'd be surprised about how easy groups are to be in when people feel a little bit more comfortable with one another, and they know you're not just like some fly-by-night person that may not know what they're doing. Because if you're in a zone long enough, if you're in the zone for a few hours and you suck at your job, pretty much everybody in the zone is going to hear it. They're going to see that your group is dying a lot or having a lot of trouble. Because
training, yeah, especially in unrest, where you have to run through one escape route.
Right,
Every time you get trained, yeah.
Yeah, but it usually only happened with higher level zones like Soul B or Lower Guck, where it actually took you a lot longer to level. And I just think that was one of the most, intensive and enjoyable aspects of the game for me back in the day. And I just don't want to pass through that too quickly because of double experience. And I would hate to see zones that I really, really loved become empty simply because everybody's getting to the end game. And, the end game already has too many people there. Like there's guilds fighting over raid content because there's just not enough of it going around. Now with Bellius out,
cool.
That's a little bit easier, but still it's not... where you guys going?
So that's what Flair did. I'm right beside you.
Right there, I see you.
Okay, I'll run over here to you.
Well, hold on, I'm fighting this runt, guys. I got it, though. It's no big deal. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what about you guys? What was the most enjoyable aspect of the game for you back in the day? Was it the soloing? Was it the grouping? What?
Just for me, it was... sorry, go ahead, Bushido. I'll let you go first.
Back in the day, I had a hard time being a rogue, is what I primarily played, to get into groups.
Why? I mean, they're really useful for like corpse runs and damage per second. I mean, it's crazy.
And I was really tweaked out when I logged on. Some dude tweaked my character out at like level 3.
Oh, why? Because he was like leaving the game or something?
I don't know why. He just says, here, take this. Wait,
there's some nice guy, dude. This community, man.
It could be. Awesome. No, you were talking about back in the day, though, right?
Yeah. Well, it's even kind of like that on this server.
Yeah, it was back that bad. It was like that back in the day. There were a lot of really good people who played this game.
Oh yeah. I just haven't seen anybody really go out of their way to give somebody like every great piece of the armor in the game, unless usually if they're leaving the game because of some reason and they're like, oh, let me give my armor away so that way it doesn't go to waste. I've seen a lot of people do that.
I can tell you what the best thing for me was, guys. This is like playing
Caster.
This is like playing a MUD, but only you get to see the 3D graphics. You get to see the game and stuff like that. And I loved MUDs back in the day. I remember being excited for MUDs because that was the only. It was the thing that it was RPGs, and then this came out, and I was like, holy crap!
This is a quest item mob right here.
Yeah, this was like mind-blowingly awesome when the graphics first came out. This was just so far ahead of anything else that was out there, and so immersive and just no trade item.
Take it. It's for a quest in Erudite.
Oh, half of a spell. Okay, well we'll take it then.
I gotta look up the spell, the quest. I've kind of forgot what it was, but I know it's there.
Now, what about you, Kithis? What was the most memorable time for you?
Oh, what was the most memorable time?
Yeah.
I was in a guild back in the day called Age of Apocalypse, guys, and they took real good care of my cleric. My first character was a dark elf cleric named I believe his name was Kelnor, and then I had to rename him to Sithanos or something like that because I think I moved servers or something like that. But and just hanging out with those guys and coming up and going to High Pass and going to I think I went to all the traditional. It was Oasis, then it was High Pass, then it was High Keep, and then it was the Over There, and then we just kind of went through all the because it took me a while. I mean to level up, but yeah, just that, man, just being with a good guild and going on raids, like we go to not so hard dungeons and stuff like that, and we practice raiding, and because we all started the guild together. It was all a group of real life friends. So it was just awesome, man. It was a lot of good memories.
That's cool. So you guys leveled all the way up together, huh?
Yeah. I mean, as a guild, we just stuck together and we took care of one another. Yeah.
That's how it should be, man. That's perfect. I when I first got on the server, I joined a guild, and I don't want to talk bad about them because you guys can go back and watch those episodes. But they never really grouped together. I mean, they were a good guild. They talked and they helped you out with questions and things of that sort. So in that regard, still pretty nice. But as far as actually taking the time and the effort to go out and group, I remember when we joined, the pirates. Within like an hour, we had like 2 people in the zone who were like, "Hey, here's some buffs. You guys want to get power leveled for like a couple hours or something?" And we weren't asking for that. We didn't expect that, but just because you had joined the guild, they were just like, here's something nice that we can do for you because we appreciate you being here, and that's a really nice feeling. It's just
Why
really.
Why are you stealing aggro from me? What's up with that, man?
I don't know.
Have you gotten your pet yet? Or are you level 4?
No, I wish.
Oh, that's gonna be so sweet. How close to level 4? Yeah.
Let's see. I am exactly 1 yellow and a half away. So not long now.
Not far. It's not far.
Huh.
Yeah, you're like right there with me on the level. I think Adelard has gotten a little bit more experience than we have. You're level 4, right?
I am 4 and about a yellow, and I guess I have from 5.
Yeah. You're always in there leveling without us, dude.
Well, you have gotten some armors switched over. In fact, he just gave me a piece tonight, which I think was incredibly nice of him and pretty cool. I mean, 3 intel on the earring is, not too shabby.
I only gave the guy Shieldstorm, and he won't even give me a +3 intelligent earring, dude. Thanks a lot, Adelard. Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome.
That is a really good sword, though. I gotta admit, man.
Yeah.
It is, man. He's one-shotting stuff, dude. Which is awesome. But
you know how it is, man. That's what you were doing on your Barbarian Warrior when you used that.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. And ZK gave us that, man. That was very, very sweet.
And ZK, we're missing you. You were on earlier, but guild stuff.
Yeah, that guild stuff, man. When it comes up, he really has to.
He's faithful. He's faithful to Forsaken, and I like that, man. I like that about him. He's he's got his priorities right, dude. To be in a guild like that.
Well, I think you got to show up to a certain number of them, and why not? I mean, you may only be able to do that for 2 or 3 months before you kind of, peter out and be like, oh, I don't know if I can do every day or 3 or 4 times a week doing raiding, but if you can do it for 2 or 3 months, you can get some pretty good loot, depending on the guild that you join. Now, do you guys know if the guild that he joined does like DKP points or?
No idea.
And for those of you who don't know how the guilds work, DKP points are something they award to you for participation. For
showing up to a raid or something like that, you get so many points.
Right, and it's going to be like something like 12 points for every raid you show up. And when an item drops, of course, the people who need it are allowed to auction on it, to bid. And the person who outbids all the other ones will get the item, but they lose their DK points that they bet.
He fucked.
So there's a little bit of strategy in there because you can raise the limit on a certain item, make somebody spend a little bit more points than they would care to spend on that. And on the next item, you then have more than they do. So that's usually the common. But what else did you get?
That skeleton had 4 things on it, dude.
Yeah.
Not bad, man.
Yeah, that skeleton was loaded, man. Okay, where'd you go, Adelar?
The other way, though, is usually for higher-end guilds, where they will determine who should have that piece. They'll have like a main tank and a main healer and a main enchanter. And when anything drops, even if it's just slightly better than what the other guys are wearing, if it's something that the main guys can use, then they will get it first. And it goes to the secondary and the third and the fourth and so on and so forth. And so if you're not on the top of the tier, the most popular and best at your class and most skilled, you may not ever get anything for a very, very long time. And those really suck. A lot of people don't like those because people like going to raids and actually getting something, even if it's only once in a blue moon.
Chance to get something.
Yeah, and so when you don't even have that chance, those are usually hardcore raiding guilds though that do it that way. There's actually 3 guys there.
Oh wow. Okay, let's assist the Adelard.
Let's do our area effect spell.
Attack on and off.
Oh yeah, that's a nice area effect spell, man. Look at that.
I love nuking.
That ice one, yeah.
Yeah, I like the look of it too. So who you're attacking the watchdog?
Area effect.
You're gonna get your pet in a minute, man.
Yeah. I wonder which one I'm gonna use first, actually.
I don't know. How much money do you have? Do you have enough to buy all of them?
I got 9 gold. I doubt it.
I think I have 3 platinum. Yeah, I have 3
I have
platinum,
about
6
13
gold.
gold on
So
me.
so I can give you some platinum, and you can buy all of them. I think.
I
Yeah.
need to. I don't have any money. I think I have a little bit of money on my on Corvellis. I could give to a liar one day, and he could give it to this
Transfer.
character.
Yeah, but when you
Yeah,
finally get
because
your
we're gonna.
level,
I mean, we're gonna have a lot of spells to buy, and I think I have. I think your wizard's gonna have a lot of spells to buy too, man. So we need to pass down some platinum from our alts.
you know the thing about the wizard is he may get a lot of spells, but how much power does he actually have? You guys, it's not like you are sitting in one location where I can actually med. So a lot of the time, my power doesn't come back fast enough, and I don't see that really changing in the future with a paladin and a mage. You guys are probably going to be on the move quite a bit, and I'm just going to be sitting in the back trying to keep up with the power. Now,
That's
if
right,
we,
because when you nuke, dude, you'll do half the party's damage on.
yeah,
For sure.
when I can actually do it, but it takes so much freaking power that I'm going to go through mine so
Yeah,
quickly.
we'll have to get your gear that's mana based. Mana and int.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean that's kind of important, but I think most of all, just getting our tank the best gear possible. You're going to be able to tank the stuff. Otherwise, we're going to have to let Kith this tank with his pet, and I don't really know if we can. Like, you won't really have much of a job other than healing, I would imagine, at that point.
Well, I got my lay on hands. It usually does pretty. Look how he healed him yesterday.
Well, no, that's
I don't think my pet is ever going to be out tanking Adelard, especially with that sword, dude. I just don't
Well, the
think it's gonna
fire
be.
pet could possibly for a
Well,
while.
the fire pet's not a tank though. He's a more of a DPS. I mean,
Yeah.
the earth and I think the water pets are my tanks, and I'd much rather have you. As soon as you run up there and start assisting the pet anyway, you're going to get the aggro. The pet's not going to be able to keep aggro. I don't think they ever keep aggro.
they.
I could be mistaken about that, but I don't think they do.
Well, they keep aggro as long as it's rooted. You know, if it's rooted and there's nobody else nearby,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
gonna
But
be
if you run up there, if you run up to the mob, or yeah, then
right.
you automatically get aggro.
And that's
so.
why I said he'd basically become a healer in the background, healing the pet.
Well, no,
if it came to that point.
Paladins get nukes. I think they get or is it nukes against undead? Don't they get like smite
Mostly
stuff like
undead.
that?
Basically, it's cleric spells.
Yeah, you get smite. You'll
Yes, Mike, but that
Eight
is
levels.
so horrible on the efficiency. It's just nasty.
Besides,
you
by the
use
time
so
he
much
gets
power.
it'll be really weak. It'll be like a 97-point nuke when everybody else is doing 400 or 500 points.
97.
So,
I've tried like 36 or something like that, and he uses like 3 bubbles of his power. It's gonna be horrible for a cleric. It's pretty nasty, and the cleric has a lot more power base than any paladin probably will ever
Doesn't it
have.
get better as you level? I think mine's hitting for 97
Yeah,
now.
yeah, it hits for more as you level, but it uses more power as well. So it's only like I think on my cleric it was using something like 3/4 of a bubble every time I cast it, and that's a lot considering how much
Okay,
power
now I thought the mana it got less mana intensive as you level because like mana or something like that, and as you level you get more mana, so it uses less mana as you level.
It may appear that way, but no, it's still using the same percentage-wise. It's just that you have more mana pool as you get better and better armor, but it's still pretty nasty. And so if you think about a paladin who has other stats to concern himself with, strength, stamina, before he goes with wisdom for the most part, he's just not going to have that mana pool that you're taking into account when it comes to a cleric.
Oh yeah,
so,
the hybrid, the paladin definitely.
Yeah,
definitely
so
not.
he's really not going to want to use that. He's probably going to do more damage if he just healed up the pet, and just have the pet do the damage for him, than if he did it himself. But that's just my take on it. I guess we'll have to see. I mean, I did have a really good friend that I knew in real life who played a paladin back in the day, and we went a whole bunch of places together. But I never played one myself, so I can't say for sure, how that's going to work.
What role did he take in your party? Was he the healer or was he the tank?
Well, we grouped together as a duo occasionally to go off and check places out, but usually what it ended up being was we would go to the same zone like Lower Guck or Seb or Solus B, and then we would split off and go to our own groups, but we would always try to find a group nearby one another, and that way because we were both pullers, that's the role that we had basically. And so when we're running around in the hallways where most of the other people never really get to see what's going on, if we got into a bad pool, he could use his lay of hands. If he got into a bad pool, he could run it over towards me, and I could let him know if my group was ready to handle it. And
What class were you playing?
I was playing my Shadow Knight.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
Shadow
Shadow
Knights
Knight?
have a really easy time of holding aggro. I'm gonna make an ogre Shadow Knight one day. I do. That's not gonna be my Shadow Knight. It's gonna be an ogre because uh, something about them not being able to be stunned at all from the
Stunned
front
from
or
the
something.
front.
They make really good Shadow Knights.
I would
They
never.
can't be stunned from the front, but they can from the back.
Yeah,
Right.
I would never use an ogre as a Shadow Knight because just for the fact that you guys are so fat. I'm not even being mean. They were literally so fat. They can barely fit through the hallways, and sometimes they can't. They quite
Well,
literally
shamans-
cannot get through some hallways.
Yeah, but don't shamans have shrink spells or something like
Yeah.
that?
They do, but you don't always have a shaman in your group. And of course, you could buy the potions, but the potions were something that I think they added after Canark, and so they weren't in the game at the very beginning. So it just, you know, and of course, I've mentioned this in the past before, that with the Shadow Knight, you need to be able to jump over traps and invisible floors and things of that sort. And if you're small, it makes it a little bit more difficult to do that. You gotta get that jump just perfect, because you're so small, you'll miss it and fall down into the trap.
Oh yeah, so
it just
I understand that.
it makes your job as a puller a little bit more difficult, and you got to be either a little bit better at it than most people to look just as well as they do, or you're just going to look really bad. So I really wouldn't suggest playing a troll or an ogre as a Shadow Knight, but as a warrior, I think that's perfect, because the warrior can quite literally sit in the group and have somebody else pull to him, and then just take the aggro. So.
Oh, I'm gonna be an ogre Shadow Knight, dude. It will happen.
Well, it'd be
Anyway,
interesting.
guys, I think this is a good time for us to end the video. As always, I'm Kithis, the Erudite magician. And guys, do you want to say anything before we end the video?
No, guys, just thanks for watching. We appreciate all the comments and support that you guys are giving us, and we definitely want to thank you for all of that.
Bushido?
Yeah, hit those buttons, subscribe, and like us a lot, or don't.
And guys, don't forget, Bushido Bull has a new YouTube channel, so check him out at Bushido Bull, and go check out his videos, man. And guys, we'll see you next time.
Thanks again for watching.
Bye.